Hey, my name's Trevor and welcome to my channel, Airbnb Max Profit. Really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoy the content.
Let's see if this is one of them. Let's copy the listing URL here into the browser. And 4.64 is not outstanding. So there's one area that I can improve on these guys, right? Can I rip off and duplicate, and really can I improve what is being done at these top performing properties? If I can improve on their revenue, I can at least replicate it. I can replicate it. I know that. I've done it enough times, seen it enough times. You can do it, okay? So the subject property does not have a yard this large. Okay, so right off the jump, I cannot duplicate this. Just not doable on the backyard. We've got vaulted ceilings on the inside with these beams that contrast really well with the white ceiling, which is also this shiplap. I'm just seeing we got a basketball court. Like, I can't compete with this guy, right? I just can't. I'd have to scrape the house, buy the lot next to it, and then rebuild this. Okay, so we're just going to go the next one down the list. Get rid of this spreadsheet. Don't get burnt as often. One spreadsheet open makes life a little simpler. Okay, so next one on the list. Now, by default, AirDNA lists this download in order of revenue. So I am starting at the top revenue producer and working my way down until I find a comparable property. That tells me the maximum possible revenue in that market, or at least what's being produced so far. We might be able to identify ways to even the top performer and beat the new top performer and set a new standard for revenue potential. All will be found out soon. Okay, so this already looks way more comparable. The yard is comparable in size. The pool deck is way nicer, but we can do this to the subject property. We can add a water feature. We can update the deck. We can at least paint it. So they did good staging here, right? They made some drinks and took a close-up shot with someone in the background enjoying it. Looks like there's some food out. So staged and photographed well. I've not seen this property before. I'm doing a live analysis of just what I'm looking at, and they're doing so far everything right. Look, they got the putt-putt golf. We got that, okay? Homegirl throwing a sack into a hole, having a great time doing it. So showing guests what it looks like using the space, what it looks like if I'm sitting at the countertop of the outdoor kitchen next to a bowl of nuts and some alcohol. This is what it would look like to me. This is what it would look like to me if I was the dude on the other side of this beanbag toss game hanging out with this chick, all right? That's how your photography has to be. Outdoor kitchen game is strong, all right? Subject property has a barbecue hanging out against a wall with no shade. And make some big improvements, right? We can build out this outdoor kitchen. I mean, yeah, it's 15K out the window, but it's going to add revenue. We've got an in-ground spa. We do not have that at the subject property, but we can add an above-ground spa, no problem. Outdoor shade, pergola. Let's do that. All right. Outdoor private seating area, way better than. Look at this photography compared to. People come to me all the time. Airbnb sucks. My property's not making any money. So stupid. Such a bad idea. And then I look at their pictures, and I'm like, well, where do you want to stay? Here or here? Poor decisions were made up front. It's not Airbnb's or the short-term rental industry's fault. I think we got a lot of gold nuggets on what to do here with this property to do some rip-off and duplicating. We're single story, so that's an advantage that we have. People prefer not to climb stairs if that can be avoided. We got a nice theme here on the color choices. The contrast is really great with the dark blue and the purple on the whites. Good close-up shots. What are the things that really stood out to me on this property? So first of all, this is a comparable property. So we're going to select this as comp number 1. The other ones on here, they're going to populate onto another sheet. This is comp number 1, 250 and trailing 12 revenue. Okay. Now, the things that stand out to me is this just populating right here. It's coming to one. I'm going to notate my standout amenities right here. I'm going to call them standout amenities. Had an in-ground spa. Outdoor kitchen. Mini golf. And, good color. Size game. So those are real big things that stood out. And then, of course, it had, exceptional photography. Staging. Super important. There's our number one comp. Doing 250, let's find some more. I like to find 5 properties. And once you've gone through the exercise of finding 5 properties and identifying what they're doing really well, you're going to have a nice list of what you need to do and what the financial benefit is going to be in doing that. And then from there, you're going to be able to determine whether or not it makes financial sense to move forward. Pretty simple. All right, this is cool. I mean, I instantly see why this property is at the top of the list. Now, there's a couple other factors we want to look at. Review count. Okay, again, I've said AirDNA is very good at identifying the trailing 12 revenue of full-time short-term rentals that are listed on Airbnb. Okay, how do you know that it's a full-time short-term rental? Number one, if you have a lot of reviews, at least 123 stays, right? Probably full-time. Other indicators. The calendar should have a patchwork of blocked dates, which kind of does here. We've got what looks like a really long booking, or maybe there's like 2 back-to-back bookings in this section. Today is the 22nd. Right, so we're blocked until the 15th of next month. That's a really long stay, longer than normal with a short-term rental. But then we got this opening here and then another patchwork of block. And as we move forward in the calendar, Scottsdale does enjoy longer-term stays, especially in the winter. Wealthy snowbirds do like to come to Scottsdale. Calendar is wide open after that with a little block date here in March. So it looks pretty much like a short-term rental calendar. And then we got recency in the reviews. 1 day ago, 4 days ago, 1 week ago, 1 week ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. This review count is consistent with high occupancy, which is what I'm seeing in the calendar. The review recency is consistent with high occupancy. There's a lot of recent reviews, which suggests to me that these bookings, these block dates are in fact bookings. We're going to get a lot of gold on what to do in this market to be successful with this property right here. All right. What stands out to me is the outdoor space. It's not significantly larger than mine. It's only got 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. It's got 1 less bedroom, 1 less bath. I'm immediately counting this as a comparable property. And now I want to find out, what do I got to do to replicate this guy's success? He's doing $250K in trailing 12 with a smaller home than I have. All right. How is he doing it? All right. So we got epic backyard, epically modern backyard pool deck is what I'm going to say. These are the notes I'm going to leave myself on this property. So that's one standout amenity. Incredible modern pool deck with lots seagull and shade. So that's one thing. Can also tell it's got a pretty decent indoor-outdoor flow. Nah, I wouldn't call that indoor-outdoor flow. That's just a big glass door. So modern white interior design, good interior design, yellow and blue on light gray and whites. And creates, just eye-catching stuff. They did stage this photography decently, not as well as the last one did. I mean, I'm glad they made some margaritas here. And they got a margarita machine. That's cool. I like that. So margarita machine. That stood out to me. Fully stocked. Got the drug station. Get your caffeine game on. Well-stocked kitchen. Many ways you can exit the yard from the master room. Great for families. Increasing your occupancy, it's the surest way to improve your revenue. If you're having any trouble with your Airbnb, step one, you increase the occupancy and increase the number of beds that you're offering people. Little yoga station. This is cool. Little outdoor shower. Note that outdoor shower. Something else I want to see. Got finish these pictures. Outdoor games, indoor games, fire pit seating, above ground hot tub, string lights. We're starting to see some consistency in themes. Hot water, get in, relaxing. Fire to sit around. Outdoor kitchen. Like, I know I need those things. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down in my suggestions box, which is right here. Okay, outdoor kitchen. I don't know what anything's going to cost yet, so we'll zero this. And you'll see how I use this little section of the sheet as we go. All right. All right, so I need an outdoor kitchen. It's probably $25K, no problem. Well, fire pit seating. All right, $3,500. And then if I do a really cool, like, built-in fire pit seating area, hot tub, fully installed, $500, flexible and everything. All right, those are must-haves to compete. I also need to do indoor-outdoor flow. It's covered seating, so I got to open up a wall to do that. I know that's going to work, right? If I create a super awesome indoor-outdoor flow onto an epic pool deck in this section right here, if I like get rid of this wall, which wraps around this corner, and just make this whole thing open up into this pool deck, so you can just see the pool deck completely from inside the house right here, and then cover the pool deck, the pool a little bit, like this guy is, and then also put some shade over in this section. That's going to create that wow factor that we just experienced when we looked at this property for the first time. And that's probably all the renovation I got to do. And then I just need to improve this pool decking, maybe with paint, maybe with resurfacing. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to call that a $150,000 investment. And just improving the amenities. Call it $30K. You can put some really cool stuff in place entertainment wise. I'm talking like arcade games and, the cooler, margarita maker, all that stuff. $30K budget to improve all that stuff. All right. And garage has already been converted, but we've got space for games, at least arcade games and stuff. Cool. All right, let's find another property. All right, this guy's to 19, trailing 12. Step 1, is it a comp? Step 2, do I believe revenue number, i.e. is it a full-time Airbnb? Is it a comp? This backyard is bigger. I got more room for things. Inside is, I would say, not as well updated as the subject property, but they did do some good stuff with design, accent wall. These beds are pretty cool. A double queen in more than one room. Solid pro move there. We need accent walls. What else stands out to me about this property? Pool deck is not anything to write home about. I mean, nice little grassy area here. That's cool. You can do better than this. Yard's probably a little larger. Rocks, who wants those? What can you do with rocks? You can't just walk on them. You can't do anything with them. They're just in the way. Not bad staging for the photography. Doing a lot of things right. Definitely needs improvement. What do we got? Hot water, right? You can sit in and relax in. Do we got the outdoor kitchen? Nope. Lots of outdoor shade. That's why this guy's lower on the list. We're still doing a lot of other things right.